After Teresa has read a poem. I have a poem, but that is in Hindi. I am sorry for those people who don't understand Hindi. But that says, if we give a chance, if we are given a chance, we can do anything. So, मुक्त करो पंख मेरे पिंजरे को खोल दो, मुक्त करो पंख मेरे पिंजरे को खोल दो, मेरे सपनों से जरा पहरा हटाओ तो, आसमां को छू के मैं तो तारे तोड़ लाऊंगी, आसमां को छू के मैं तो तारे तोड़ लाऊंगी, एक बार प्यार से हौसला बढ़ाओ तो, मुक्त करो पंख मेरे। बेटों से नहीं है कम बेटी किसी बात में, बेटों से नहीं है कम बेटी किसी बात में, सुख हो या दुख सदा रहती है साथ में, बेटों से नहीं है कम बेटी किसी बात में, सुख हो या दुख सदा रहती है साथ में, नाम सिर्फ बेटे ही चलाएंगे न सोचना, नाम सिर्फ बेटे ही चलाएंगे न सोचना, भला इंदिरा थी कहाँ कम किसी बात में, भला इंदिरा थी कहाँ कम किसी बात में, मुक्त करो पंख मेरे। So if we give a chance to our daughters, our women are given a chance, they can do anything. They are nowhere less than anybody else in the world. They can do anything. So now, please don't leave after this, because after this break we are taking a tea break. We have many more women who are going to talk about their achievements, and they are going to give us a good messages, and after that we will have a good quiz. So please don't leave, take a break for tea, and we'll come back again. Thank you.
Introduce to you, I also have many inspirational women in my life, and I look up to them. Everybody's mother is their inspiration, no doubt about that. But then when you start growing in men's world, or when you start growing on your own, you have to take your own decisions, everything. There's nobody ahead you who can guide you, because you need people with experience, and people with compassion, and people, those who are your well-wishers. That is also a rarity. When you're advancing and progressing, all these insidious elements of jealousy or pulling you back, all those things are also part and parcel of the game. So I met this wonderful woman. I'm going to introduce you to her. She is an era in herself. Her name is Mrs. Neeru Gupta. I will invite her over. She is my inspiration to go to. I can call her any time of the day. Any time of the day means 24/7. And she picks up the phone and she listens to me and then tells what is the best. So those advices you cannot take from a book, you cannot take from a friend, you can always take from guide, guru or mentor. So I will ask her to come over and share her pearls of wisdom with us briefly so we can carry on. Thank you.
Thank you, Alka ji. You have said so much. I don't deserve that much. But whenever people ask me, when can we call you? So I always say 24/7. Because even if you call me at night, I talk to you and then I go to sleep. So my sleep is never disturbed because I'm very calm and quiet inside my heart. I always send my best wishes to everyone. Never criticize, try to never criticize anybody. That's the achievement of my life, or that's the thing I got from God. I have 3 daughter-in-laws, no daughter, but they are all 3 are just like my daughters. And all community is mine, whether they are doing anything they are doing, they are all mine. We are all one. Okay, so thank you, Alka ji. You are much more than me, what I always think. And even my organization, we have one organization, Upma, 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 Upar Ma, Mother is top of everything. So that is Upama. We do so many cultural events in that. Another organization, Vishwa Hindi Jyoti. All people, those who are doing any work in Hindi, they are our people. All are our people, but Hindi is because our language. So I'm always with them. Today is International Women's Day. So what is women? We are women, we say, but we are not different from men, because when we say woman, means wow, men. Whenever we say woman, say wow, man. So we always praise men because we are nothing without men. We are all together. In Hindi, what we call to women? Hindi people, what we call to women? Aurat. Or means A-N-D, and. Aurat. औरत है तू, औरत है, औरत है तू, औरत है, और किए जा, तू औरत है. Do or and so many things because you are औरत. और किए जा क्योंकि तू औरत है. औरत है तू, औरत है, औरों की तू ताकत है. औरत क्यों है? औरत है तू, औरत है क्योंकि औरों की तू ताकत है. You are the strength. ताकत, Hindi word for strength. You are the strength for others. That's why you are औरत. So हम औरत हैं. We have to do for others, but we have to do something for our own also, which benefit to community and which benefit to us also. So what else I can say? Everybody said the best thing in the life, always think positive. No negative, no negative, no negative. Everything is positive. Take out the positivity from negativity. That's my life. You know, nowadays so many divorces, this and that. Why? Because we always think about negativity. Whenever our partner says something, take it easy, calm and quiet. You know, when you cook the chapati, the tawa is hot, you put the water, it will jump. But if when it's cold, it will calm and quiet. So whenever you want to say anything, tell your partner when it's not that hot. So there will be no that kind of things going on, and so always think in positive. And even you live together or separate, whatever it is, but always be positive. That's my message to all of you on especially this International Women's Day. We are very powerful, no doubt about it, but we are all together. We can do so many things without the help of men, and with the help of men. Only the last thing, women are called abla. Bal means strength. Abla, no bal, no strength. And now we call ourselves sabala. Bala, strength with strength. Why? Why people were calling us abla? Because in those days, ladies were living in the house. They were not allowed to work, or they were not capable to work. So men were giving them little bit to spend in home. When it's finished, ladies say abla, abla, aborde, now give me more, abla. So they were abla. Now the ladies say, okay, I'm equal to you, I will work outside, I will work in home, but sabla. Now give me everything. Keep it here. Let me keep mine, let me keep yours also. Sabla. Now no abla, we are all sabla.
So I was invited to one Father's Day, and this person asked me to come over and share some story. So as I walked on the stage and I was about to share my story, he whispered in my ears, keep it short, keep it short. And my story just went away because I didn't know how to keep it short. I couldn't say anything. I said, oh, I know Father's Day, etc., etc. So I want to say it now that when we go ahead, we just want to keep it short so that we can give others also to express themselves. Now I will talk about two unsung heroes because we all make our mark, but there are people in the background, those who are working, and they help you to make your mark. First of all, I will invite Mrs. Neelam Rani on the stage. So, you're welcome here. So when we came to America in 2000, so I met Neelam. So Neelam worked with me since then, about how many years? More than 15 years now, 15, 16 years. Every day she just works for me and helps me to do what I'm doing now. So anytime when I make any progress and I say, I always owe it to her. She just understands my expression. I look at her and say, and she said, okay. And today I said, Neelam, I'm going to honor you. Say, okay. So she is my first love, and then I said, in America you can find everything, but you cannot find Neelam. So that's why I wanted to honor her in front of everybody today. Thank you.
Thank you.
There's another unsung hero, and her name is Eben Vapurna. She is, she just walked in my office one day, brought one guy for some help in immigration work. And then I helped her. And that wasn't her work, that was somebody else's work. And she was so involved in that, she will come and sit in front of me on my table like, what can we do now? I said, can you go home? You're just not letting me off the hook. Then one after the other, she will keep on bringing more and more people, but none of them are related to her. She will say, he's my brother, she's my sister. I said, are they all your real brothers and sisters? She says, no, we just call like this. And she has helped so many people in so many ways, and she herself is a single mom, but being single mom did not deter her from achieving the heights for her kids. So I will let her talk briefly about her achievements as single mom and as a community supporter.
Well, it's a pleasure meeting everybody here. Wow, I almost come tear, but that's so emotional. I don't even know I'm doing all that, but it's good to do something good in this life and people recognize you. Even you just doing it, but you don't even realize it that you're helping people. You understand me? So it's good to help people. I have so many people in this country that I can't even count, but it's a blessing. I'm sorry, I'm just emotional. Oh, God. I'm surprised and also I'm emotional. So anyway, I don't want to keep everybody here. If I start talking about a lot of my experience in America, we'll be here till the next day. But today is a special day, and I think Aika is a very loving person and caring. I met her a few years ago, and he just called me and said, Eben, can you do this for me? I said, what do you want me to do? Anything. And go register this company. I said, oh, okay. This is what we're gonna do. Okay. And I went to Oakland, and this is how we started Globing Women's Power a few years ago. So we, I'm glad that I'm part of this. And sometimes when you start things from scratch, you don't know where it's gonna lead. But look at it, it's only few people. We don't even know if we're gonna have people. We just did it. But look at it, we are more than 50 people. Even some of them, they are not here, but we are all over the world. We did a video to Kenya, and so we're spreading. So whatever you know how to do, please, let's do it. The most importantly is helping people. So whatever whoever you can help, that is a great achievement for yourself, for other people. So that's, I don't want to say much, but I thank God for my dearly sister, friend, mother, everything. So she is always there for me too when I need her help. So may God bless her and bless Global Women's Power.
Nancy, I met her many years ago. Nancy is married to a Sikh guy. She's Jewish. Come on over here, Nancy. So, because generally, that's what I'm saying. This person, she got surgery about a month ago.
No,
Last Monday. And then she's doing all this arrangement, pulling out chairs. I keep my eye on her. After now and then, she sits on the chair. She does like this. And again, pulls out another chair. So that's the spirit, And then every day morning she comes in, she works with me only for Global Women Power. I asked her some money. She said, no, I don't want money from you. Let's make money out of this non-profit thing, and then we'll work. For last many months, she had been working.
That's great.
She only arranged all these goodies by calling people. She only arranges all the meetings. So she's such a great help. I always bow my head to her. Yeah. So here is Nancy. Want to say something briefly?
I had done a lot of things, traveling the world, lecturing spirituality, and I came into Alka's office, and she said, "Would you like a spiritual cleansing?" And I'm thinking, what is this spiritual cleansing? Because she does, got her PhD in metaphysics. So I said, sure, why not? And then she said, most people think they're not ready for it. But anyway, I told her, Alka, just looking at you is a spiritual cleansing for me. But anyway, she would say, go to the Google website and do there's a business section, there's business accessories, in not Google, in Facebook, I've never done before. Click here, click here. Oh my God, I've never done it. I started crying, and then she said, sit down, close your eyes, and relax. And so I had a bad sinus infection, and I came in with my antibiotics that I was going to take. She said, hold off, see what happens. The next morning, I didn't need the antibiotics. I don't know what you do with the counseling, but it's awesome. You should look her up. Awesome. But I have a poem that I wrote. I call it a prophetic utterance, and it's called Global Women Empowerment. Joining paths with me, I am for you to see, condensed in one spot, where time matters not. Come, enter my place, the absolute, beyond space. Hold on to me, I won't let you go. I will stay by your side, oh my precious bride. Providing as your father and nurturing mother, source of all your joys, there is no other. Sprout and blossom to decorate the fields. In this world of challenges, yet with me, meaning God, right, are the yields. I'll stay in your heart, never to depart. I care as a brother and sister of compassion, and true friends all around. Oh, hear my expression. Be empowered with goals in harmony with my song. Follow in my steps. We will dance all along. Embrace my voice. You are my choice. Duplicate my style. Don't hesitate a while. Lead our children to our spot and never ever stop. Educate them of my place to win the race. Hold on to them and don't let them go. Stay by their side. No more need to hide. So I'll sing it there.
Yeah. So I have two more people to honor, and then I will ask my dear mother, who has crossed 80 years, and had she not been my mother, even then she would have been an inspiration to all the women. She is the one who learned how to change with time. She had been an era of when there was no WhatsApp, no Facebook, but now she's living in an era where there's WhatsApp, Facebook. She knows so many apps from where she can hear the phone ringing and talk to people. One day, and a different kind of sound was coming. She said, "Somebody is calling me, but I cannot make out from where this ring is coming." That was coming from Facebook Messenger. So there are different ways people call her, and she learns every day. And she is an international counselor because everywhere she has to call and tell what medicine should they take and how should they study. And my nephew, he was going to appear for the medical exam, and she went to India. And somebody asked me, why did she go to India? I said, because he was to take medical exam. He asked me, he said, is she a professor? I said, no, she's a counselor. She will sit next to him and then he will study. Anyhow, so before that, I will invite over here my very dear soulmate, Sweetie Singh. She's such a darling, delicate, artistic. She has all the virtues how a woman should be. And the whole hall has been decorated by her. She is effortlessly worked for all of us. Sweetie.
Thank you so much, Alkaji. Well, I'm blessed to have her in my life. And it's a beautiful, wonderful experience to share each and everything with her. We really exchange dialogues and discuss all different aspects of life. And sometimes we come to conclusions, sometimes we don't, but it's always fun to be with her and to learn new things. Thank you so much.
So if women hug women, that's not a problem? If men hug men, that is a problem? I'm not sure. How is it in San Francisco? So another person, who we had been late night lovers, I will call. When everybody is sleeping and I will see she's online and she will see I'm online, and then we'll start chatting. Okay, what about that? What about this? Gossip and intelligent stuff. And her name is none other than Poonam Bajaj. I'll ask her to come over on the stage and share a little bit about our experience together. No, you're not coming? She's always there, whenever you want. Today at 1 o'clock I said, can you come over? There's no photographer, nobody to make video. She said, oh, okay. Let me go to shower. Okay, you want me to commit now? I said, yes, right now. So that's how she's here. I want a big clap for her.
Yeah.
So Manju Lakshmi ji wanted to say a few words over here. Please welcome.
Global woman power. So when I'm here, I want to be showing not half of this and half of that. Technically, my dad was a very good photographer and engineer in military engineering services in India. I want to open up. When I walked in, a lot of people are asking, who is she? I come in with a breeze, I come in with my own aura. I'm like the unexpected invisible guest. Because I just saw this event and somebody forwarded me the invitation, and it's been a long day, but I'm here. I thank you all for listening to me. I thank Alka ji for organizing this. We women are so powerful. We don't even know how powerful we are. My daughter-in-law, my daughter, my son, and my son-in-law, we performed 10 years ago. March 12th was my son's wedding. April 11th was my daughter's wedding. May 16th was my own wedding anniversary. And I organized a lot of stuff here in Sunnyvale Temple. So all these 4 newly married people, when you're doing a marriage, you have to listen to other party, make them happy, and both sides. So with this third one that I had, my husband said, I'm not paying for the priest, I'm not paying for the temple, and I'm not paying for the food. Now, how are you going to do a Srinivasa Kalyanam in Sunnyvale Temple without those 3 main, But that was like a thank you God for my children to be married, so I did that. And they were so surprised. I got a card from all these foreign, and they said, "You are like a tea bag. You never know how strong you are until you get into the hot water." So they couldn't believe how I could pull off an event like that, you know. So we never underestimate what power we have underneath, inside us. I, for one, I don't want to throw questions to you, but somebody asked me, "Who are you? You look like you're a businesswoman. You look like you own some real estate, you know, whatever." So can anybody just give two? Can anybody guess who I am or what I do?
Math teacher.
Yeah, I just told you that. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for all the people who said, "Who are you? What do you do?" Somebody said, "Are you a dance teacher?" I said, "I'm not Saroj Khan, who is in a Salar Kameez, you know, looking like nothing, showing the moves, and the Sridevi is dancing." Okay? So I am myself. So I'm not a business person. I'm not a, you know, dance teacher. But in Los Angeles, everybody thought I was a dance teacher. Okay? Because I trained groups and we won trophies in the dance competitions. I produced the first Indian dance competition in Los Angeles in 1988. So that's how many, 89 actually. April 1st, it was a daylight savings time change, it was a Sunday. That's the day I did it in Fullerton Auditorium in Fullerton, Southern California. So who am I? I am a retired math teacher from Santa Clara University.
Wow.
And I'm a professor, but I'm retired, so I can be anything I want. Thank you. One thing I want to tell you, a lot of people, I saw Indian women who didn't even know anything. I mean, they're doctors from every part of India. They come to the United States, they're walking down the hallways in the hospitals, they wear a white gown. But they haven't changed anything. They're not assimilating into American society, not going to, you know, medical association meetings. They're just their good old self in a sari. They wear a white jacket and a stethoscope, and they're walking around making tons of money as a doctor. So what I said, oh, what about me? I wore saris to work. And so I would buy jackets, a purple one, a green one, a white one, a pink one, and put it on top of my sari, and I would write on the blackboard, I would write on the overhead projector, and I taught, and I retired. Technically, I'm from South India. I grew up in New Delhi, and as I see all these ladies, thank to Alka, she's thanking everybody that works with her. But technically, if you really see, these are all kind of North Indian people. There's not one South Indian here. Probably I'm the only one. I was born. Yeah.
From which part of South India?
I'm South Indian.
From which part?
What?
From which part of South India?
I was born in Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. I grew up in Bangalore and Madras, and I grew up in Delhi. I'm a Delhiite, graduate of Redishram College, BA Honors Mathematics First Class First, and Satpal was the first one actually. He was university first. And then I did my MA from University of New Delhi. I stayed in Indraprastha College hostel, and I did my master's.
Wow.
Then I did my BA in Jamia Millia Islamia. They used to call me Vijay Lakshmi Sahiba. So I know how to read Bengali and write Bengali, read Urdu, write Urdu. I'm a South Indian, Telugu. But I know Telugu, Tamil, Malayalam, Kannada.
Ma'am, you should not say you're from South India. You should say I'm from India.
Thank you, you jumped it. So I'm here for 50 years. We are in a foreign land. This is my land chosen, San Jose, Sunnyvale, California. But I've been in Utah for many years, I'm here. So I'm not here to give you my resume of who I am, but as a woman power, what a woman can do. I survived in New Delhi among all the North Indians. That's a big thing. Then when you come to the United States, I'm in Utah. And guess what? I became a PT. How many of you? You know when your children go to school, elementary school, you have an elementary school PTA. So I won the local election from local regular white people, and I am the PTA president. I do the gavel, and on back to school night, and I invite the principal, and we conduct the program.
Very good, very good.
Yeah, so that's what. So here I'm in the California. Actually, I became Indian when I came to California. I said, I wanted to see Indian, so I'm here. But I just want to say one more thing about myself. I always wear sari. I am a queen of Facebook. I am a mandala queen. Honestly, everybody knows me on Facebook. And I'm a mandala queen. Means if you live in there, I knit and I crochet. And there's a latest worldwide thing called mandala. And I'm always making mandala. And so even the designer from London called me mandala queen. That's her design, but I made the most of it. So today, just one last thing. I am like a dandelion. You pour cement on it. If there's a little crack, I will bloom. So as a woman, you talk about married women, single women, whatever, you name it, under the whole earth, I have worn all those hats. You know, raising my children. My son went to Harvard, my daughter went to Yale. My daughter is a Bharatanatyam dancer. I'm the famous Utah Lakshmi, who drove 500 miles to LA, took dance lessons, went back 500 miles. Monday morning, my daughter goes to school and I sleep. So if you want something, nobody told me, drive carefully, call me when you reach there, blah, blah. No, I just drove myself. And I sewed the costumes, and in New York, when she performed, they freeze-framed, and they called and said, this woman sewed the costume. Gujarati Cultural Association, FOGA, Federation of Organizations, Gujarati Organization, North America. I saw some Garba and Dandiya Ras. I sewed the costumes. I went to LA. The first dance competition, my group, little girls, won the first place. That's okay. But then I sewed all the costumes. So on the spot, people donated and they gave me $1,000 gift. The best costume maker, not even only designer, I made them. There's no darji. So as a woman, I didn't even know what strength I have. We don't know what strength we have, but we need to believe in ourselves and we need to just show up. Just do it. Whether one person comes or 50 people come, just do it. And then you'll be relieved. Thank you all for your time. I enjoyed talking to you. Thank you. And I just want to say one thing. We have religion, but today I'm coming for Lumo Temple. This is for Shilpa Rivera. I went to a Radha Krishna, whatever, and then we did a puja. There were 500 people, all the ladies, and you treat them like goddesses. This is for Women's Day. We were treated like mothers and respected and called upon stage and recognized by the groups. But somehow, all of them were sitting, 500 people. They called me on stage, they sat me on the stage. So I thank God for getting that recognition. I'm coming from there. And right now there's a Radha Krishna Kalyanam happening. I missed that and I came here. So that's what
Okay, so now little change of scene. Thank you, Lakshmi. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Your story was very inspiring.
Thank you very much. That's what they say on Facebook. I'm
Yeah.
inspired.
Okay. So we'll have a quick quiz about International Women's Day or about women. Let us participate. All who did not come to a stage. Now the whole room is a stage. Okay. The question is, who started the Me Too campaign?
Me Too campaign.
Me Too campaign. Who started the Me Too campaign?
Let me Google.
No, Google is not allowed.
Yeah, Google Zindabad.
Google is not allowed.
A woman started it.
Yes, of course a woman started it. But what was the name? Any guesses? No? I'm surprised. Okay. Should I pass it?
Yes.
Move to next question.
Jackie Priya. Jackie Priya.
Jackie. No, she's not.
Well, you Google and you have your answer there.
Yeah, I have all the answers from Google. So, disclaimer, I have all the answers from Wikipedia and Google. So, if something you think is different, please don't argue.
The first one who
Okay.
started was the one who had problem with that actor, right?
Tarana Burke. This was Tarana Burke, an American social civil rights activist and community organizer. Began using the phrase Me Too as early as 2006. It followed sexual abuse allegations against Harvey Weinstein, and the phrase was later popularized by American actress Alyssa Milano on Twitter in 2017. The next question. Who was world's first female prime minister? I think we all know that.
First female prime minister.
World's first female prime minister.
Golda Meir.
Indira Gandhi.
Golda Meir.
No.
In India or in the world?
Sri Lanka's woman.
Yeah, she's saying, what's the name?
Golda Meir.
Yes, you are right. Golda Meir.
Please come here.
Okay,
1947.
1947. Yes.
No, we are not getting married.
Okay. Now the next question. Who was the first woman to get Nobel Prize? First woman to get Nobel Prize.
Marie Curie.
Yes, Abha, you got it. Woohoo!
जरा जोर से तालियां बजा दीजिए.
It was Marie Curie who was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize, who won Nobel Prize in Physics in 1903. Next.
My name is Abha Srivastava.
This I think
And
everyone knows.
I'm
Who
a
won Best Actress this year?
1 second.
Best Actress in Oscar. Oh, okay. You're
My name is Abha Srivastava. I'm a PhD in microbiology. I was working in a biotechnology concern for 8 years, and right now I'm looking for a job right now. Thank you.
Okay. Next question. Who won Best Actress Oscar this year? I think everyone knows that.
Gal is her first name.
Hmm?
Wonder Woman actress. No?
What is the name?
Gal.
No.
Olivia.
Yes, who said Olivia? Who said Olivia? Please come. Do you know the
No, I
pictures
googled up though.
right now?
Yes.
Then you are not allowed. Please. You disqualified.
Hear that?
No, that question is disqualified now.
I don't want the flower. I'll just
Honesty
introduce
wins.
myself.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Honesty wins.
But Google is not allowed, please.
Hi, no, the only reason I did it, I wanted to come and introduce myself. That's all.
You could have asked just like that.
No.
That was little cheating.
I never
And
thought
we as a
Google would work
superwoman,
so
we should
fast.
not do
No,
that.
I didn't know that
please.
Google would work so fast.
Okay, okay.
Hi, I'm Jyoti and I live in Mission, Fremont area. I came in here the first time and I'm really impressed by all the women, all the inspiring women hearing you all. And I look forward to come more and volunteer in this group. I used to be a software engineer, so I moved to Bay Area in '99. And I worked in companies like Cisco and all different companies. Now I've picked up a second career. I'm a realtor, and the reason for me becoming a realtor is more to meet people rather than anything else. So I just like meeting people and talking to people and socializing right now in my life. Great. Yeah.
Our database.
Okay. Ready for next question? Yeah. Okay. Who played Rosa Parks in TV film The Rosa Parks Story? Who is TV Bug?
I don't know. Angela Bassett.
Yes. Who was that? Who was that? Angela Bassett is correct. Please come.
And Rosa Parks is another member of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority.
Oh.
So it's a competition, the Gaudi against the Indian born.
My privilege.
Wow, that was awesome.
Thank you so much. Give me your hand. Thank you.
Thank you, Teresa.
Thank you.
Okay, the last one, I think everyone should know that because we are here. This is the must question everyone should know. International Women's Day 29 campaign theme is, what is the theme?
Balance.
Yes, who was that? Balance for better. Please come. Balance for better is correct answer. Thank you very much for participating.
Thank you.
That was little fun.
I'm a software engineer and my name is Sapna Dugar, and this award actually goes to the women empowerment, the lady who is all behind it. So I want to give it to you.
Thank you.
Please come. Thank you.
Yeah. Now Alka ji will call her mother and we will start honoring our special guest of honor, just by presenting bouquet, some flowers.
And then we'll have picture with all of us.
Yeah, then we will have a group picture.
Open mic कर दो.
Open mic होगा. इसके बाद, yeah, after this we will have open mic. Anybody who wants to give a small bite or say something, please do.
Alka's mom is, yeah. Wow.
So the first named I have Richa Awasthi. Please come. Thank you, Richa. Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much.
Alka Raghuram, please come. Thank you, Alka. Shilpa Rivera, please come, Shilpa. Please give her a big round of applause, please.
Hi, Shilpa. Thank you.
Shilpa.
आपके आशीर्वाद दीजिए पहले.
Yeah.
आपके मम्मी है ना? Thank you so much. एक मिनट फोटो ले ले. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shilpa. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you. Neelam Rani. Neelam, please come. So, Neelam, Nancy, please. Nancy. Thank you, Nancy. Ibun Papunda, please come. Thank you. It was an honor to have you here today.
Thank you.
Show it to us. Take a picture first.
Oh, this is.
She's doing a selfie. Yeah, that's a good one.
You want us to take a picture? See that? We women can do selfies.
Yeah.
Do it ourselves. Selfie challenge.
Now I would like to call Teresa Cox. Teresa, please.
Wow.
thank you for having me. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
अलका जी, आपकी मम्मी से मुझे मिलना है, एक माला पहना दो मुझे अभी।
Please.
एक second. Last but not the least, one second. Lakshmi ji, just एक second. I want to honor. I think we all want to honor Manju Mishra.
Oh, yeah, so much. Thank you. Thank you, Alka ji.
Always available with the new rebellious thoughts. Thank you, Manju.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Lakshmi ji, you are welcome on the stage and have a picture.
हाँ, उनको फूल चाहिए, उन्हें वो फूल भी, कौन सा चाहिए? ओके, वही वाला चाहिए, दोनों चाहिए, नहीं फोटो के लिए बात, नहीं वो फूलदस्ता, एक माला और एक फूलदस्ता, दोनों चाहिए, हाँ हो गया ना, मम्मी से मिलना है इसलिए,
नहीं, बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल।
वो आप फूलदस्ता देंगे मैं फूल, हाँ, आ जाओ, पहले ये डाल दो, Thank you. Thank you, Ji. Thank you, Alka.
That should be the spirit, though, of this special.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alka ji.
Now we leave the mic open for people to come and share their thoughts. I will invite Neelam Saini, a very well-known Punjabi author, writer, folk singer, folk writer, and then she has written many books. A very brave woman, single mom, very helpful. I will invite her over to say a few words.
That's the spirit. Thank you, beta. You are welcome. You are on my Facebook? I don't know. Actually, let me search.
Punjabi ch bola ki English?
Do you guys want me to speak in English or Punjabi? Okay, so I just came here to tell you guys, we are celebrating Global Women Power, but I have changed my name, and my name is Laj Neelam Saini now, and Laj is my husband. I think I always heard that there is always a woman behind any successful man's success, but I am being supported and spoiled by all men. So the first man was my father, the second my brother, the third my husband, and now my son. And more than that, I have most of the friends who are men. So this is the first time I came here to celebrate this, because I never explored it. I did explore Alkaji and Poonamji 24/7, and I love them, and I love the way they are running these Stare TV. I just request Poonamji only one time that I would like to promote my language and my culture on Stare TV, and I was there.
Yay.
Then I think I was the first one to the Punjabi program that I host on Stare TV, and still whenever there is something, when I request her, she's always available. And the second, Poonamji, Alkaji, if we need this hall, just one request or for anything. And more than that, but I know about her, she's very sincere, trustworthy. I know there is a woman that I can trust now. And I can call anytime that I need to. When I need help, yeah, there is somebody is available for me. And I want to say thank you, and I'm feeling blessed having Poonamji and Alkaji, Sukhaninder Penji, and all of you who are here today. So I am proud of myself, and I'm proud to be a woman, but I love men. Thank you.
That's a good one.
So we do.
Yes.
Sab laugh. So I wanted to explain that in English. But you took in
Anybody else who wants to say a few words? Kiran, you are welcome. No, you come. Give me 1 second.
Sure.
Ajay.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
बहुत अच्छा
So I couldn't understand why your name wasn't called, but then I realized the best is for last. So I've known, this is Cherise Smolder. She is a occupational therapist assistant, kind of now retired. But she goes out of her way to help people that are in need. She absolutely never says no to someone when they need help. There's like families where all the members are ill, they can't pay their bills. She goes out of her way, she'll go door to door asking for money to help people. There were times where I was distressed and she was there. And I never asked for help, but she would even offer it if she heard about anything. And I think you're the woman of all women that I've ever met in my life. You've made a change in my life. You've nurtured me with spirituality and your love and your open arms. And I wish there were more people like you, Cherise.
Yeah.
Please.
It's your mic now.
Oops, how do I keep this from going down?
First, I want to thank Hannah, and I want to say about Hannah that she's been there for me. I had a period where I had cancer, and I needed to get to the hospital like at 5 in the morning, and she stayed over, and she brought me. And then after, when I was recovering, if it'd be 9:30 and I couldn't go anywhere, and I needed a medication, she'd run out and get it for me. We met when she was helping elections, and we have become very, very good friends. I always am trying to help someone, so there is someone from Nigeria. I also have a business, Jewish e-cards and more, and her daughter does some absolutely wonderful artwork there. And we have a Nigerian who's trying to get out of Nigeria. He has a wife and a child, maybe like a 2-year-old and a baby on the way. And it's very hard to go to this country or to Israel. He's an amazing writer. If you go on our site, you can read about our artists. You can read about Hannah's daughter on there, Shoshana, and you can read about the Nigerian artist and any different artist. One person who's not listed as an artist was because she was a teenager, and I was an occupational therapist for her grandmother, and she begged me to write, and I was Jewish e-cards, and Jewish e-cards was going to have Jewish people, and she was very Christian, and I was, well, what am I doing about that? And I could not break her heart. She was such a sweet girl. We became friends. We do things together. And I think in our life, whatever we do, wherever we go, I think I started when I was in high school. I tried to raise funds for Rwanda. I thought that was really horrible what was going on. And I went to different churches and synagogues, and I was a senior, and I tried to do my best. And then when I moved to Fremont, I ran, I can't remember which one, I did a dance for Ethiopia, in high school it was Biafra. I did a dance for Ethiopia and Rwanda, or I did a concert, and I got music from all different places. Interesting about Fremont, we have the most amount of languages spoken in one city per like the capita, and so we are really the melting pot. And I used to be part of the synagogue and go to Unity, or things that we did for Unity, and I don't know if they still do the Thanksgiving holiday service all together. I haven't gone more recently. I think that we can make a difference
and that we open our eyes and look what's happening around us. Whether one day I was getting my blood taken, and there was a little girl from India, and she was with her mom, and she was maybe 5 or 6, and she was starting to freak out. They're going to take her blood, and that is just something she didn't want to do. So I started talking to her, because they were having problems getting mine. I have really small veins. And I started talking to her, and I started to distract her. I found out she wanted to be a dancer, and I said to her, well, my name is Charisse. And Charisse was a dancer, but she was very sick when she was 4 years old. She had polio, and she became one of the greatest dancers in her time. And I kept talking to her, that she could also become whatever she wanted to become. My husband and I used to teach Israeli folk dancing, and so I really related to this little girl. And I so distracted her. They took her blood, and she's done. She wasn't hysterical anymore, and she left. But she also left with the encouragement that she could be the dancer that she would like to be. And I have a story for the son here, if he's still here, because when I was single, we started volleyball teams, and I became one of the captains. And I always felt I was a really good volleyball player, and I picked my team, and our team won. And I felt in my life, like when I put Jewish e-cards and more together, I really have put a winning team of writers and artists and photographers, and it's very spiritual. And I used to think, oh, these sites that had all this cute animation, I can't compete, I'm nothing compared to them. And then I realized, no, I have a very meaningful spiritual site. And oops, I wanted to read a poem. I guess I didn't bring up my, a poem about hope. Did I leave my cell there, or did I leave it in the bathroom?
Is it on paper?
No, it's on my cell. Maybe I left my cell. No, I probably left my cell in the bathroom. And it's from the teenager who wrote. And I always think that in the world we all need hope at some point in our life. And I think that this is such a meaningful thing that a teenager would write. I remember I ran across the Graham and the mom at Walmart, and her mom said about her writing that at 8 years old she thought she was plagiarizing, and it was her own writing. So I think we all have gifts that God gives us, every single one of us, and every day we can make a difference, a positive difference. We can help somebody. It always reminds me of the kid who threw the starfish when there was all kinds of starfish, and the man who was laughing at him saying, look at all those starfishes. And he goes, but for this one we make the difference. And I think all women make the difference for something. And that if we look in our own heart, we can find what it is that we make the difference in the most.
Yes.
She's good enough.
I have many names, and जिस भी नाम से बुलाएंगे, प्यार से बुलाएंगे, हमेशा पुकार सुनूंगी. My Facebook name is Dil Ki Duniya Ka Kiran, and that's why many people assume that my name is Kiran. And my real name is Sapna Dugar. I'm a software engineer. I'm a mom, single mom, and I have raised 2 kids. And I'm a woman by heart. I'm a poet by heart, and I'm a mom by heart. But before everything else, I'm a little girl by heart. And when I saw Sumanji, right? Sumanji? What's your name? Lakshmi ji. Lakshmi ji reminded me that we have to keep the little girl inside us alive. And with playing lot of different roles in life, we forget that. but we should not. Never, never. And now I'm going to say something here. What we are is women. Women, नीलू जी ने बहुत अच्छे शब्दों में इसका अर्थ बताया था हमें. मैं कहना चाहूँगी WOMEN stands for World of Men. Woman is world of men.
World of men and women.
World of men. And every woman has a man inside her. All we need to do is bring it out. Just bring it out, stand for yourself, have confidence, and do what you want to do, not just what you have to do. Sometimes don't always do what your heart says. Never keep your achievements or desires or anything, the dreams that you want to do something. Never, nothing can come between you and your dream if you have your all confidence and strength. Thank you. And एक चीज और कहना चाहूँगी, हिंदी में है. आदमी लोग जब भी काम करते हैं तो वहाँ एक बोर्ड लगाया जाता है Men at Work. वुमेन के लिए कभी कहीं किसी घर के आगे बोर्ड नहीं लगा देखा आपने कि वुमेन वर्क कर रही है. जो 24 आवर्स वर्क करते हैं उनके लिए बोर्ड की कहाँ जरूरत है.
I will ask Sukhi ji to come and share a little, and she is a very resourceful woman. In need, go to her.
Oh, nice.
Hello everyone, but I can't speak a good English because I came from India in 1967 in England. 19 years I live in England, but I can't learn English. Do you know why? Because always I cooking in home and look after the men's, father-in-law, mother-in-law and everybody, and my kids, 4 kids. I have one boy and girl twins and 2 sisters. So I came here 1984 in America. So I'm here, I work hard, so I little bit learn English in the Seagate company. So after I know me to Alka, my God, very nice person. I never explain she is very nice. I first time meet to when she came my home, just speak something, I can't remember the. So after I came in Lodi, and that's the second time. So I love to Alka, I appreciate to her she doing a good job. First time I came here, I really liked Alka and I don't know the Sweetie and Poonam. So they both, working, hard working, and I am very loved. This is a global woman power. So if I can't speak English, I just speak in a Punjabi. That's good. So very appreciate. So I love to Alka. I love to everyone.
You speak fine
So my son sometimes working with Alka and always, talking in a home when I sitting in here with me. And he said, oh mom, Alka is very nice. And one is a Penji. I don't know who's called the Penji. I think this one is a Penji. So always, he talking, oh, Alka is very nice. So I appreciate to Alka. Always carry on, and sometimes they need help to help. So, okay. So thank you very much. So that's it.
अलका जी, ये 3 लेडीज ने 3 बातें कही, मगर उन तीनों का विवरण मैं उनको बताना चाहती हूँ. 3 लेडीज ने बताया, इनके बाद इन्होंने बताया.
I'm Preeti, and I know Alka ji from like almost just a month, and I feel like
Yeah, so Preeti ji is with us and she wants to say a few things. She is a very powerful woman, and she has kept it a secret from me, but she told that she is powerful, and I believe it. And so here she is, want to share her insight. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Alka ji. And I know Alka ji from a very little time, but it feels that I know her forever. It looks like a soul connection when I met her first time a few weeks ago. Niloji, I really thank her for all the thoughts she said, and she's really respectful. On this Global Women Power Day, I really want to celebrate global human power as well, as long as men and women both have the equivalent power, and we respect each other. So a quick small message from my side, or a request to all women. It's in Hindi, but I'll keep on translating it. प्यारी सहेली तू हर दुख पे रोना छोड़ दे. Old my friend, stop crying on every small sadness that you have. प्यारी बहन तू दूजी से जलना छोड़ दे. Oh my sister, you stop being jealous of the other. प्यारी बिटिया तू उड़ने से घबराना छोड़ दे. Oh, to every daughter, don't be afraid of flying. प्यारी सासू माँ तू बहू से नफरत छोड़ दे. प्यारी पड़ोसन तू दूजी के घर झांकना छोड़ दे. प्यारी औरत तू आगे बढ़ के पीछे हटना छोड़ दे. चल उठ, आंसू पोंछ, प्यार से मुस्कुरा, डर को भगा, हिम्मत जुटा, कदम उठा, आगे बढ़, दूजी को साथ ले, ऊपर देख, पंख फैला और भर ले वो उड़ान जो हर औरत को औरत से जोड़ दे.
In one word, the translation for that is have the courage and confidence and do it.
Exactly. So basically, for every woman, stop jealousy, stop, being afraid, stop, take other women together and just fly and connect every woman to another woman. So that's it I wanted to share. Thank you.
Is there anybody else who wants to share something?
No, I just want to reiterate what other people have said. No, we don't want. I just want to. I'm not saying anything about me. I'm telling you, Neeru, auntie, she said, Abla and Sabla. A stands for negative, means helpless. Abla means no, Bal means no strength. A means no strength. Sabla means with, positive, full of strength. So in Hindi, it's a double meaning. Sabla means with a lot of all of the strength. Sabla means give me everything. Come on, give it.
I'm a woman.
Yeah, we're a woman. Then the other, this lady who talked, she said about cooking. She reminded me of a dialogue of Sridevi in English. She said, we women cook. She had a laddu business at home and she would do it. She was an entrepreneur and she was very proud of the word, but her husband laughed at her. So we need validation from our own family of who we are. And then she said, when woman cooks, that's her duty, it's at home. But when a man cooks, he becomes a chef. He is a French chef. Okay. And the third one is this auntie who came and said, I cannot speak English, and I know I've been raising, all the men in the family, and I came here. A woman is a woman is a woman. It has nothing to do with language or education. We have the power in us. And एक पुराना गाना याद आता है वैजयंती माला का औरत ने जन्म दिया मर्दों को. So we are the mother. So this morning I'm coming from where the whole temple on this day honored women like Ma, and they bowed down to us. Every woman was recognized as the Mother Earth, bigger than a man. A man also needs a woman, the mother, So we are so happy Alka Madanji has organized this today during this month of International Women's Day, and I congratulate her. This becomes a stepping stone for an annual program, and may it grow larger and larger. Congratulations, Alkaji.
Yes.
Hello. So after that, sweetie, I want you to be ready with your song, sweetie.
Did you tape this? Yeah. This is my water. This is better than what I
My name is Rupashri Rao, and I am with the table there, the non-profit called Vegan Outreach. I want to thank Alka ji. We just met a few weeks ago when I came to know about this event. I'm very touched with what she has achieved in the few years, which is bringing women together, women from all backgrounds, and all nationalities. This is so beautiful to watch. This is so amazing to see all of us come together. And I wanted to just add to what so many people have so wonderfully said. This idea of Women's Day, this idea of celebrating women power, I want you to just expand that thought just a little bit and think about women not just only as us human, but women of all other species too. Because the non-profit that I work for, we speak for the animals who do not have a voice to speak for.
Mother is a mother.
A mother is a mother, absolutely.
It doesn't matter which breed.
Yes, doesn't matter. So a cow that gives birth to a calf, whose calf is taken away from her and the milk that is taken from her for human consumption, goes through the same suffering that we would all go through. It is the same experience with a pig or whether it is with any other animal or a bird. So I hope and pray that in our minds and in our hearts we expand our consciousness of mother, of women, of pain and suffering that we all know so well about, to include the pain and suffering and the experience of all of female species. Thank you so much, Alkaji. I think you're doing a fantastic job. So more power to you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Yeah, welcome.
I'm Reena Singh and I want to share some experience of my life. When I came here in US, I came here in US in 2010.
Loud.
Mic also up. Mic up.
Yeah.
हाथ में ले लो मैंने बोला तो जोर से सुनाई दिया
I'm Reena Singh. I'm Reena Singh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good one.
And I came here in US in 2010. After got married to my husband. So and first city I came here in Austin. So at that time, after I did not work here because I did not have visa to work here, and I'm software engineer, and I worked in India for so long as a software engineer. So at that time I don't have any visa to work here. So I started prepare myself for TOEFL and GRE to get admission in the university. So after a good score, I got admission in Texas State University, which is very near to my home at that time.
Yeah.
So I earned 21 credits there. After that, the things had changed, and what happened? I was expecting also, and my husband he got transferred in the same company but in different projects. So I had to withdraw my all semester from that university, and I was feeling not so good at that time because I wanted to study. I want to earn my master degree. So I also went with him in San Diego, and at that time I blessed with a baby girl. And after 2 years, I went back to Texas alone with my daughter. And my husband was here in California. I was there. And with my 1-year-old kid, I earned my degree by hard work. In 6 months. So if we have courage and we have passion, so we can do anything.
That's right.
And I want to thank my parents also. They motivated me so much, and my family. Thank you. And thank you, Alka ma'am, who invited me, and Nancy ma'am. Thank you so much for inviting for it's a very motivational event also. And first time yeah, on the stage. Thank you.
एक दो गाना सुनाओ
in group